What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I'm safe. Okay, I'm good. I had to put, oh, cause somebody, shout out to Will. You know, he sent me the clip of my what it is video last night, or what I put up this morning. I recorded it last night, put it up this morning, baby. Y'all up in my I had to put it on my Instagram. I had to put it on my Instagram. So if you didn't watch the video, you could go watch the clip on my Instagram. Bitch, they was out here. Pop, pop, pop. Girl, it was crazy. It was crazy. Okay. And people was like, girl, why you ain't duck? Listen, this Chicago. Listen, girl, we used to this. Okay. I was a little shook because it just sounded a little close, but girl, I'm a little bit too big to be ducking a little bit. Oh, sacrifice. No, let me stop. No, it's all good, y'all. It's all good. But anyway, moving on. This is Sistas. Okay, season 3, episode 11. Unlock it. Okay. Let me tell you something. For a mid-season finale, it was okay. It was okay. But baby, they got me at the end because I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't really see it coming. But I also think that, something else is going on with Shorty's homeboy story, okay? But anyway, let's just get into the episode. So it picks up where we left off last week with and this is supposed to be the mid-season finale, right? So this is where they left off last week with Andy coming up into the room and seeing Gary in the bed with the girl on top of him and whatever. Mind you, he got his shirt off and, yeah, he got his pants on, and you got the other lady that's supposed to be the therapist, Angela, that they mentioned before that he was on the phone in the bathroom talking. Let me just tell you this. I'm not mad at Andy for going the fuck off the way that she did, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Truth be told, I'm pretty sure, no, I know there are sex therapists. I don't know if that's what they do right then and there, having people come in and, play around and role playing and stuff like that. I don't know about that. I got to look it up. So I ain't going to say if that's true or not, but I do know that there are sex therapists out there. Understandable, okay? But the reason why Gary needs it is because of the fact that he cannot touch or do anything with Andy, because every time he touch her, all he think about is Paris, the maid, not the maid, the maintenance woman. The maintenance woman's at her job, son, having sex with her. And I'm sitting here like, so you mean to tell me she can have sex with you while you go home and have sex with your wife? Because at the beginning, when y'all first started y'all relationship, I'm pretty sure you were still doing stuff with your wife, and she can freely have sex with you knowing that. But just because y'all wasn't together at that particular moment, she went and had a relationship with another man. Now all of a sudden you can't function? But you cheating on her too, because what happened to that lady that was in the airport? It was a different woman, okay? It wasn't your wife, it wasn't Andy, but it was somebody else, and I think she was white or light-skinned. It was one of them, okay? With a bad wig on. I was confused, sir. What's going on with that? And now you can't function because you think about this man touching her and having sex with her. I said, Gary, if you don't get up out of here, just say you're not sexually attracted to her anymore, okay? The relationship is over and it's done with. Let it the freak go. That's what you need to do. This is bull crap. Listen, the way Andy went off on that lady and on that other girl, I would have did the same thing, because here's the thing. You talking about it's therapy, Gary. How come you couldn't tell her that this was going to happen? You are in her house. That's not y'all house. That's her place, okay? You do that shit up in your own place, all right? That's what you do, okay? And if it's not such a secret, or, if it's such a legit thing that you're doing and you're coping with, why not tell her? That is your mate. She already know that you got an issue with it, talking about something. I was embarrassed. No, you already told her that you got an issue with, touching her and thinking about her being with this dude. So why wouldn't she understand if you just told her what was going on? See, that's the flaw right there. I said, Gary, you're not finna get me. You're not finna get me. And then you got your shirt all off. Why the girl gotta be dressed up like that? Okay, she got lingerie on and everything. I said, y'all look like y'all about to do it. Okay, so I'm with Andy. Andy, you dumb as hell, but I'm with you, okay, because that wasn't right. He disrespected your home, okay. If it was legit, you would have told her. All you should have said was, listen, Angela and this girl is gonna come over and we're gonna do some exercise or whatever. I don't want you to get the wrong ideas. You so secretive. You so secretive. You trying to marry this woman and she still ain't seen your kids. She about to be a whole stepmama and she don't even probably know the kid's name. Okay? Girl, she don't even know where you live at. Okay? Or where your old house at. You know, like, girl, Gary, you gotta go. Okay? You gotta go with your boy. And you know, of course, Andy get all pissed off or whatever. She going off on him and, you know, girl, she just went off. She threw something back up in his face. I can't even remember. She was like, if whatever. Anyway, the reason why the episode is called Unlock It is because she told him to unlock that ring. Now, see, now, Andy, if you would have got all the way, let me tell you something. If you would have missed all the red flags that was happening, that was popping up like this, boop, 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 boop. Okay, we here. You know what I'm saying? If you was missing and bypassing and dodging all of them, when it got to that moment where he gave you that ring and you put it on your finger and it locked up and he was the only one that was gonna be able to unlock it, you should have known right then and there, let me get up out of this situation, okay? Cause this ain't it. All right. This really ain't it. You know what I'm saying? He literally trying to lock you down. He really trying to hold you captive and stuff. Like you his hostage. Okay. He like, if I unlock it, this is done. I said, let it be done. You know they're going to be back together. They're going to be back together because that's what they do. Trust me, I've been in a cycle like that too. That's what they do, okay? You know, you break up, make up, break up, make up. But, you know, for some reason, Andy just can't let this fool go. And it's just so many red flags and I just don't get it. So she go down there to talk to Karen. Karen just like, okay, so what? Mind you, Karen was up in there. Pam, let me tell you something. I feel like Angie, mama that play Pam, she be getting the group chats with Beyonce and Kelly and Michelle and Solange popping, okay? She just look like she be the one that be starting all the kikis, okay? Just be throwing them random shit and they be just busting up because she is hilarious on here. I don't care what nobody say. She can't act, but she is hilarious on here, all right? Pam said, listen, because Karen was like, look at your hair, hold up. You know, you went and got your hair done yesterday. Because yesterday your hair wasn't looking like that. She was like, okay, I went to Isaac and got my hair done. She said, bitch, he doing hair out of his mama place. Exactly. That's why it's cheaper, less overhead, all that. Okay. Because, you know, Karen is in her feelings a little bit because, you know, ex Isaac, you know, employee, stylist or whatever, he done took some of her clients. Okay. And so that's what it was. Of course, Pam had to tell Andy all of this. That whole conversation that they got up into when Andy came up in there. And Pam wasn't doing nothing but complimenting her clothes. And she was like, girl, where you get that from? Andy talked about something. Now, you know you should never ask a woman where she get her clothes from. I said, I thought it was you should never ask a woman what her age is. I never thought it was something you can't ask what the clothes is. Okay, because people ask and I respond. You know, if somebody asks me where I got this shirt from, Boohoo Man. Okay, boohooman.com. All right, they cheap as shit, bitch. I did not realize that this was my first time ever shopping on that. I was like, wow. Okay, now I'm gonna try Fashion Nova me and next, okay? Because I don't do that girly shit. But anyway, so, you know, Karen go back there. She go back there, whatever, because Pam had said Karen probably up in her feelings because, oh, boy, you know, he took her clients and all that stuff for cheap and everything. I said, Pam, you ain't have to tell her all the damn business, okay? Pam ain't got nothing else to do, okay? So, at this point, Andy go back there. Karen looking like, what's up? So what happened? You back here to tell me something about Gary? What'd he do? Of course, Andy has to tell her to run down. Girl, I come up in there and he got this girl up in there or whatever, and this sex therapy stuff or whatever. She was like, well, yeah, I heard about that. You know, I heard about that, whatever, you know. I thought it was weird, but I have heard about people, you know, knowing a client or whatever who done that situation and had a woman up in there and they have a partner and stuff like that. So, I mean, as much as I don't like the man, he's being legit. It seemed like he's being legit on that. And I said, oh, no, Karen, we ain't supposed to be taking up for Gary. You're supposed to lie. But, okay, we going to be truthful right about now in this moment. And at the same time, you know, Andy brought out the fact that, you know, he be going to the gym and coming home. He be going to the gym for 6 hours and coming home. And that's what she said to the therapist, okay? She was like, oh, okay, so is it okay for him to go to the gym for 6 hours and then come home in the morning without saying nothing to me? I said, oops. Gary was sitting there looking like, why you going to do that in front of the therapist? You just going to act up in front of the company, huh? That's what you going to do. Andy said, yup. Okay? So, you know, Karen was like, and you a little concerned because that's what he used to do when he was coming to see you. He told his wife that he was going to the gym, which he was. If you go back to season 1, he literally was either coming from the gym or going to the gym when he was coming to see Karen all the time, okay? And she was like, Andy, and she was like, that's what he said he was doing when he was coming to cheat you, when he was cheating on his wife with you, right? And she was like, yeah, but, and she said, what is your gut telling you? What is your intuition telling you? She was like, it's telling me that he cheating. She was like, well, I think you need to go with that. You want a drink, girl? Girl, yeah, I want a drink, okay? So they started drinking or whatever with the twist off caps and stuff. That's cool, because I don't understand why. You know, unless I'm going to pop that thing open, don't give me no bottle with a cork in it. Because that means to me in my mind that I'm going to have to drink. Because sometimes it be hard to pop that cork, okay? You know, one time it was, we had a time trying to get that thing out. And once I pop the cork, baby, that means I'm going to have to drink the whole bottle. Just saying. I'm just saying, okay? Girl, I don't want no flat shit next time. But anyway, moving on from that, twist off caps too. Y'all be drinking Moscato. Girl, I ain't even going on y'all, because I used to go in on y'all and y'all Moscatos and stuff like that. Girl, Kool-Aid, okay? Watered down ass Kool-Aid with a little to it. That's it. Anyway, moving on from that. You know, so she goes to the office, Miss Andy, afterwards, okay? Miss Andy goes to the office, and then she gets on the phone, and she calls Robin, of all people, to, you know, come through with disguising it as if, oh, I want to come to your hotel because, you know, we approved the settlement, and I want to talk to you about it or whatever. He was like, damn, that's kind of quick. She was like, yeah, you know, I just went on ahead and got it taken care of. And he was like, well, I'm not at my hotel. She was like, where you at? And he was like, I'm right here in the office. Let me just tell you this. I want the actor that plays Robin. I don't know if that's your real voice, sir, but I just want you to clear it. You see, sometimes you know, because my sinuses be having my throat and my vocal box just be going up and down, up and down. Girl, sometimes we got to clear the shit. Sometimes we got to clear it, okay? And I want you to do that too, because I know you don't think that's sexy. Is that your sexy voice? Try again, sir. Okay, but no shade, because we all be going through puberty sometimes, especially when we wake up. We be going through puberty sometimes. Okay, it catches up on us. We be grown as hell, and our voices be cracking and just going in and out. It's understandable, but next time just clear it out a little bit, and then do this. There you go. Okay, it's cleared. That's what you do. You know, do you need a tutorial? You need another one? Just call me. Let me know. Anyway, so after that, they come up in there, they flirting with each other. Girl, they drinking wine. Or what they had some brown liquor. I don't know what it was. Probably was some whiskey. They drank the whole bottle. Next thing you know, first Andy had her jacket on, her suit jacket on. Next thing you know, we see her in the next scene. She got her little spaghetti top on that's underneath it, and the jacket is out. I'm sitting here like, and he just retweeted my tweet. I gotta stop. That is crazy. I just said he needs to clear his throat, and he just popped up and retweeted my tweet. Bitch, funny. But no, Andy got her jacket on, her arms all out. I said, Miss Andy, what we about to do? She was like, oh my God, we finished the whole bottle. And he was like, yeah, for real, we did. She was like, I mean, yeah, you know, all the talking and the stories and the laughing and, you know, just having a really good time. Oh my God, it's just like, he was like, it's like I already know you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've already been here before, you know, I've been kicking it with you, I didn't kiss you before. She was like, oh my God, if you would have kissed me, I would have known, I would have remembered that, okay? And I said, what is going on? I said, no, Andy, don't do this. Don't get back at Gary like this. Because that ain't gonna make you no better. I mean, he an ass, and truth be told, yeah, I would like that, but I don't like Robin for you at this moment, because I don't know, something about Robin just don't shake my spirit. He shake my spirit a little bit, and not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't figure it out, but it looked like he got a little evil intentions. You know, sometimes it just got a little I don't know. Am I the only one who get that little feeling about him? You know, because he coming on a little bit too strong or whatever. I don't want her to get played no more. Because Andy been getting played this whole time. And most of the time, she put herself in the position to get played. Okay? He go over there and kiss her. I said, Gary, pop up through the door. You can pop up at the goddamn restaurant, but you can't pop up through the door at her job. You knew she was at her job. Where else she gonna go? Okay? She ain't with Cameron like that. You know? But that didn't happen. I said, "Ooh, Andy, don't sleep with that man. Don't sleep with that man. Don't take it that far. Do not take it that far. That's what you always do. When you got mad at Gary, you got drunk and you went to the club and you slept with Paris. I remember, girl. Okay, but you know, y'all was broken up technically. Okay, so you know, don't do that. Don't do that. Meanwhile, you got Danny. Danny is gonna irritate me in a second because this is all that she has to say in the first place. I ain't even finna go too deep up into Danny. Danny just needed her space, okay? She let Preston move in too quick. And he wasn't trying to move in like, I want to be with you and just be all up in your space or whatever. It was the simple fact that, you know, he had to leave his house that he shared, I mean, the farm that he was living on with his people because of their ignorance, you know. And so at the time being, until he found his place, he was going to stay with Danny. Danny couldn't take that. And like Karen and Sabrina said, this is what you always do when you get a good man. You push them away. You find a reason not to be around them or to, you know, break up the relationship. And instead of just using your words, she could have been got this out. And of course, Preston, he was so understanding. Okay, I will say this. When Preston was sitting there talking about them damn cows and them bulls and the girl, I was sitting there like, okay, can we talk about something else? I understood Danny on that part. But at the same time, Danny, you never opened up the conversation to be like, let's get to know one another. Okay? You never made it seem as that's what you wanted, you know? And so she finally said it because he had to coax it out of her that, you know, she need her space. I don't want to break up with you. You know, I just like being weird by myself. I like, you know, doing weird things and being alone sometimes in my apartment. That's what I like. And he was like, okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go stay with my cousin until I find me a place. But whenever you need me to come over, we can kick it and all that stuff and we can do that, you know? But I'm going to cook you some dinner and you go wash up and, you know, I give you your space. And that's exactly what he did. Cooked the dinner, left a good little note, said once you need, I'm gonna let you have some me time for your space or whatever, and when you need me and you ready for me, just call me. I'ma be here. He was understanding as hell. Danny, don't let that man slip through your fingers. Okay? Don't let him slip through your fingers. I love Preston. He's a good man. Okay, stop. He's understanding. He's very understanding. All right, because I would have been said deuces to your ass. Okay, you giving me all that blowback and that pushback. When I feel like you pushing back on me, you gonna push back a little bit too hard, and I'm just stay pushed back. I'm just go walk away, and I ain't gonna come back. Okay, that's just how I am. That's just how I am. I pick up on context clues. All right. Meanwhile, Karen was at the shop after Andy left, and then Zach came over there. Bitch, Pam said, I know that ain't who I think it is. Is that his car? Look at his car. Bitch, I said, is that a Mercedes? What type of car is that, Zach? Because you couldn't see the emblem, but it was expensive. It was a nice little car. It was white. I said, oh, so that's what we doing, Zach. We finna go spend our money frivolously, okay? And he came out that car with that suit on. Let me tell you something. I love a man that let me tell you something. I'm gay as shit for women. But baby, there is something about a well-dressed man in a tailored suit. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say, baby. If you got that shit fitted and it ain't too tight on you, it's just right. Oh my God, you look sexy to me, okay? You look good, okay? You can be ugly as hell, and I'm gonna say, you look good as hell in that suit, because that suit just brought it out of you, okay? And he was cute. He was cute. You know, even though it looked like he got it from Men's Warehouse, which ain't nothing wrong from it. You know, it was an upgrade from Zach and his little blouses that he used to wear and never have them tucked in his pants. I was like, sir, you just be walking around. Truth be told, that's how I do. I'd never tuck my shit in. I was like, y'all want to see my stomach and shit like that just hanging? Anyway, so he walk up in there all suave like and everything, and Pam looking like, oh shit. Of course, Karen had to tell Pam, you got to get out of here, okay? Let us talk. And so basically, he was like, I already know, what's going on. And she was like, I mean, yeah. And she was like, well, Danny told me, not Brina, okay? But basically, he came up there to give her some money. He said, this is the money from all 3 years that we've been together. Now, would y'all do that to y'all ex? If you came into a big, listen, girl, no, it's one ex that I would do that for, okay? Because we'll still be friends. Most of the other ex that I have, I never do it for, ever in the day, because that bitch cheated on me, so hey, fuck her, okay? But the one that, we just, shit happens, yeah, I probably, help her out and still do some shit with her, whatever. But girl, he came up there and gave her all 3 years of back shit. I said, you know what? Okay, Zach. Because I really thought Zach was going to be out here and just spending this money all willy-nilly, okay? Thinking that he got $1 million and whatever, and you really don't, because after you get all this money, you got to do taxes, okay? So it's not really that 787 or that 500,000 that he took out, So I was like, okay, what's going on? And so she was like, oh, okay, Zach, and he was like, why don't you take care, just thank you for everything or whatever, and you take care. Bitch, he fist bumped her. She was like, oh. And she was like, I said, that's right, Zach. Just walk on out. Don't interact or anything. And then he went to the door and he turned around and he said, what, Kim, you got anything else that you want to say? Just say it right here, right now. I said, Zach, what you fishing for? Don't fuck up the shit, okay? Don't mess it up. And she was like, I mean, what? I could say that, we should get back together, you know what I'm saying? And we should try it again. But that's the cycle that we always do. And we need to just keep it as it is now. And he was like, that's right, keep it as it is. She was like, I do love you. He said, I love you too. And then he kissed her on the side of her cheek, and he walked up out there. I said, now, Zach, you ain't have to do all that, okay? You ain't have to kiss her, whatever. But that was y'all version of closure, so I'm gonna let you have it, because you didn't do nothing else with her. You got that out your system. You left Karen sitting there looking stuck. I said, at first I was about to say, Karen, don't try to get back on his dip while after you done broke his heart or whatever and tore that man down a little bit, even though he was a slacker. I have to admit that too. But you wasn't a motivating force in his life, okay? You always tore that man down. He was a slacker, okay? And you broke up with him, so don't try to get back with him now. He didn't hit it big, okay? And she was like, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. I said, all right, I see you, girl. Zach went over there to Fatima's house. Fatima sitting on that bed, on that couch. I was like, girl, you just waiting for him. You just waiting for him. Fatima would like to play hard to get. Okay, now then it comes out. I'm here for a hard to get type of person, because I know eventually you're going to give in, okay? Because we already know what it is. But you're just not trying to move too fast. But at this point, I was getting tired of Fatima. I was like, Fatima, stop playing. You know you want this man. I understand the issues that you have going on or whatever, but this man is trying to be there for him. And what exactly did you think was going to happen when you was motivating the hell out of this man, okay? You was boosting his confidence up, okay? Girl, you made him fall in love just from that, okay? I would have fell in love with your ass. Bitch, tell me that I got it. Girl, you gonna get it. Let me just tell you this, boo. Okay? I see you out here trying to do what you're doing, okay? You're successful with what you're doing now, And just look. It ain't your time yet, but your time will come. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. And then you're going to be out there and you're going to be big and you're going to be doing all this and you're going to be accomplishing the stuff that you truly want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got it in you. Bitch, give me a motivating pep talk like that, girl. Where you want it at? I'm dead ass, okay? Girl, it don't take much for me sometimes, okay? Listen, moving on from that, Zach came up there and so she was like, oh my God, what you doing? Okay, look at you, looking all good or whatever. And it was like, you must have got paid today. And he was like, yeah, I got some money. And she was like, if you got some money, what you should have been doing was trying to go find you a place to stay. He was like, I did that already, and I got me a car. She said, with $25,000. He said, what if I got a little bit more than that? Okay, because I hit it big on the stock. And she was like, what stock? So he told her, and she was looking like, And he was like, I'm also taking some of the money and I'm going to buy some properties and I'm going to invest it, get the properties and flip them like I was doing with chain breakers. I said, oh my God, listen, Zach is out here being smart with his money. And he knew about the taxes. And he was like, can't tax gains and stuff like that. I said, what? What? You know, because I really thought Zach was going to be doing something stupid with his money. Baby, I'm so scared because on that preview for what's going to happen when he comes back off a break, Hayden looks like he's going to try to get into Zach's business, okay, and try to fuck it up. And I want to fight him so bad. But, you know, it is what it is, okay? But, he's a hater. He's a hater, okay? He can't do nothing but be a hater. Anyway, so moving on from that, they was sitting up there talking or whatever, and he was like, basically, you know, I'm your boo, okay? Let's be Zach and Fatima, you know, Zatima. And she was like, nah, I don't want that. She was like, yes, you do. That's what you want, okay? And he was like, what about you? Probably be telling your other women's like that, okay? Stuff like that. And it was like, what other women? I mean, especially Karen. He said, I knew Karen was gonna come up. I knew this was gonna come up. Let me tell you, it ain't got nothing to do with her. I'm over her. I'm with you. And how I know that, what makes me different from them? Because you was motivating me. You exude so much confidence, and which gave me confidence. You told me I can be something. You gave me and did all this stuff for me. When I was putting that money down on the stock and I was thinking about it, I was like, man, should I do this? And then there was this voice in my head that was like, Zach, you can do anything that you wanted to. Go ahead and do it. I was like, wait a minute, that was supposed to be her. And she was like, yeah, that was supposed to be you. And I was just sitting here like, baby, let me tell you something. Now, sisters ain't never got this deep for me that I'm out here about to tear up a little bit. But that little moment right there, I was like, Zach and his vulnerability. I said, oh my God. That was really cute. That was really cute. I was sitting here like, yes, Zach. Yes, Zach. I said, Devon, do you be saying this shit to Kadeem? Bitch, if y'all don't know them, go look at their YouTube channel. They are so cute together. But anyway, so of course, you know, he done wore her down to get her to say the truth that she really want to be with him, and that's what it is, okay? Meanwhile, we finna get to Sabrina and goddamn Calvin. Maurice got Q coming over and he telling Calvin get the hell out. So he called Sabrina, put it on the phone with Calvin, and basically they get to talking for a second and Sabrina invites Calvin over. They get to talking. She get to the house, the apartment. He knocks on the door. She come out like, oh my God, who is it? I said, you just invited him over. You forgot that quick? And that's what he said too. And so they sit there talking about their whole little situation. I mean, why can't we just do our thing, okay? Girl, you're the one that had the issue with him, okay? He was being himself, all right? And you just couldn't see past the fact that he wasn't this macho man or whatever, and you know that you like him, okay? So they gonna try to make that stuff work or whatever it is that they do. Meanwhile, Q is over there with Maurice, and they in the bed after they do their little session or whatever, and Maurice wants some more, okay? And so at this point, you know, he was like, I really got something to tell you. And Maurice was like, what is it? You know, Q gonna say, I'm gay for pay. Tyler, who the fuck is on your staff telling you this stuff? Okay, who is telling you this stuff? Granted, that do be happening in porn, okay? In porn and probably, you know, little street stuff, okay? But what are you talking about? Who is telling you this stuff? I really want to know. I really want to know because I am fascinated at this point because I'm like, where are you getting this from? You know? And so he was like, I'm gay for pay. And Maurice said, you can get out, okay? You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing. This ain't what it is. And I said, Maurice, and the one thing that came to my mind was when he got jumped by Alonso, okay? And I was like, oh no, this is another thing because I really thought that old boy was about to, you know, do something to him. So he get a phone call, and then Q on the phone, he was like, yeah, I'm over here with this bitch ass nigga right now. I said, wait a minute, the switch up. Man, did you hear when he first came in and he said, what's up, baby, to Maurice? I said, oh, so now we gave for pay, but you was just calling him baby earlier. I said, what is going on? What? You playing a game, sir. You playing a game, sir, that I don't like, you know? And so at this point, he was like, yeah, I'm going to meet up with y'all or whatever. He gets up out the bed because Maurice said, you know, you better get the hell up out my house. He gets up out the bed, take a gun, cock it, and said, what you going to do is you going to give me my motherfucking money. You going to take me down there to your bank. You going to open that thing up, and you going to give me everything, me and my homies, everything. I said, said, oh no, he better not be working him cool with Alonzo, because then I'ma really flip out. See, Maurice, this is why people be telling you, you can't just keep on. This why you should have called the cops in the first place. You should have had him arrested. Now, we don't want our black men to always get arrested, but sometimes they ass need it, and his ass needed it, okay? As soon as he stole the checks, you let him steal the checks, and then you let him back into the house. Sir, this what happens. This what happens. You should never let him hit. Girl, anyway, that was Sistas. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.